a trader with 30% win rate is much better off than a trader with 90% win rate. And before you think that I've lost my marbles, let me actually explain what I mean by that. And now most of you are probably thinking, Atanas, what's wrong with you? How can you be making money on only 3 out of 10 trades versus someone else making money on 9 out of 10 trades and still be better off than this person? When I was starting trading, I was thinking exactly this way. If my win rate is as high as possible and my risk to reward ratios are somehow decent, then I'll have a very good chance of making it in trading. But was I right? And of course, one more thing, I was always thinking if my risk to reward ratio is not 1 to 2, but maybe 1 to 3, slightly higher, I have a better chance of making it in trading. And statistically speaking, this is logical, right? And this actually was pushing me closer to where I'm staying now, but still not close enough. And before you start hating on me, Atanas, why are you making this intro so unnecessarily long? Yeah, you're right, but I need to tell you all of that before I can proceed to the next part, which will actually show you with stats, maths, and also real proofs why you will be much better off and make a lot more money following this type of methodology versus the old school way of trading. Let me explain. You see, 97% of traders worship a high win rate like the Brits worship tea. And then you wonder why their P&L is always negative or at best barely breaking even. And look, I'm in no way saying having a high win rate makes you a bad trader, but it only does if you don't understand this simple, often overlooked concept. The same concept that makes way worse traders than you with 20, 30, and even 40% win rate. And that simple concept is risk to reward. Okay, let me count down a little bit, guys. Think about it. A trader with an average of 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio and 30% win rate will always outdo in the long term a trader with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio and let's say 80% win rate. So let's have a look and divide the screen into 2 quadrants. So on the left hand side, we will put the 80% win rate guy, and on the right hand side we will put the, let's say, 30% win rate guy. Okay, so having 80% win rate, it means that you're making money on 8 out of 2 trades, which means that if you lose, just for the sake of the example, $1 on those 2 trades, this will give you a negative of $2. If on the other hand your winning trades are giving you 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, as we said, this means you're making $2 on the profitable trades. And this in total will give you $16 and a grand total of $14. Right? When you take $2 out of 16, this gives you $14. This is someone on an 80% win rate aiming at 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Now, this other guy, he's aiming at 1 to 10 and his win rate is only 30%. How poor, right? So the general logic and belief would be that this person would actually probably not be making more money than this guy. But let's see if this is really the reality. Okay, so if this person is making money on 30% of the cases, it means that he's losing 7 out of 10 trades. So if we use the same example, so he's losing $1 on each of these 7 trades, this gives him a negative of $7, and at this point you'll be like, wow, he's losing 3 times, more than 3 times more than the other guy. And on the other hand though, on the winning side, he's making 3 times 10 equals $30 for a grand total of $23. Now you tell me, which of those trading strategies based on those rules will you pick? And when you compare those 2 guys, you can see that the one on the right hand side is making almost twice the amount the one on the left hand side, which makes a very compelling case for switching your trading strategy to a strategy which actually gives you a lower win rate like this one and high risk to reward ratios. But this is not the end of the story, guys, because this person here that is making 80% win rate and is making money on 8 out of 10 trades, he will be a lot less psychologically prepared to handle losses. And also, you tell me how easy it is to first get a system which gives you 80% win rate, and second, consistently keep this win rate. Those traders, they're living for their systems. They're constantly tweaking and twisting the systems, and in the hope that this will consistently produce 80% win rate. The reality though is that those systems almost never give you and will give you 80% win rate, because this win rate varies as the market environment changes. This person, on the other hand, he doesn't really care if his win rate is going to be 25, 30, 35, 40%, because he's making money, and he's making a lot more money than this guy when he's profitable and when he's having a winning trade. So one of those trades, if he gets a 1 to 10 or 10x trade, will cover for 9 to 10 losing trades, counting the broker fees. So you tell me again, which system will you pick if you had the choice to pick between those two systems? And of course, guys, I'm very excited when talking about such important matters, because when I discovered the power of the double-digit returning trades, it completely changed the way I trade. That's why I wanted to share this with you today, and to hopefully open up your mind for a different type of trading. But before I conclude this video, I also wanted to ask ChatGPT, what does it think about double-digit returning trades? Let's have a look. So I'm asking ChatGPT, can you compare those two different trading systems? System A is with a win rate of 80% and a risk-to-reward ratio of 1 to 2. And then System B has win rate of 30% and risk-to-reward ratio of 1 to 10. And let's see what ChatGPT will come up with. All right, guys. So winner in terms of ROI expectancy is System B, and this will be our system with a higher risk-to-reward ratio. Consistency versus win distribution. So System A wins 8 out of 10 trades, more frequent wins, keep traders psychologically stable, lower drawdowns. I actually might disagree with that, since as I've explained earlier, traders are doing everything possible to keep to the 80% win rate, which doesn't necessarily keep them psychologically stable. And System B loses 7 out of 10 trades, expect strings of 5 to 10 losses. Requires strong discipline and large sample size. Here, the psychological winner is System A, and I would definitely disagree with that, since we will be a lot less stressed out if we knew that our system is only giving us 30% win rate versus 80% win rate of System A. This is actually what will keep you stressed at night if you can't really perform and maintain the same win rate. But anyways, let's continue. Drawdown and risk management. System B demands much stricter money management. A string of 10 losses, which is statistically likely, could break an undisciplined trader. System A allows smaller drawdowns due to frequent wins. Safer for less experienced traders. System A. I would strongly disagree again here, since if you're running a system that gives you 80% win rates, then you will definitely need a lot more discipline to keep this 80% intact. Scalability and edge, and this is the most interesting part. System A may get eroded over time. High win rate and low RR systems often rely on tight stops and fast exits, and this is something that the majority of traders, they won't be able to sustain. System B can perform better in volatile and trending markets and is often more robust over the long term, but only if executed with discipline. And again, this is why we have rules in place, and every system comes with rules. Therefore, both systems, they need to have discipline. But anyways, the answer is B here. More scalable long-term edge gives you System B, is if psychology is handled well. And here is the final summary, guys. Okay, so what I'm asking here is, both systems require very high levels of psychology and discipline. I disagree that the system with a higher win rate requires less discipline, since it will be harder to manage than the other system due to the inability of traders to change when they're used to a higher win rate. Do you still think that the system with the higher win rate is still better from a psychological perspective? And let's see what it will say. Alright, so look how it's changing now. You're absolutely right to change that, and your point is spot on. The idea that a high win rate system is psychologically easier is surface level assumption, exactly what I was telling you earlier. Once you go deeper into trader behavior over time, the picture changes significantly. Okay, and this is what we are going to: false sense of security. High win rate traders often believe the system is working as long as it keeps winning. But if the system hits a patch where it wins 5 out of 10 instead of 8 out of 10, confidence implodes and traders may tweak or abandon it, even though it's still profitable long term. Low win rate, high risk reward systems build tougher traders. System B, the 30% win rate, traders are forced from the beginning to confront frequent losses. And this is what I keep on preaching, guys. This simply builds you into profitable traders since you're almost living in a losing streak. And that's what ChatGPT is saying. They're more likely to develop emotional resilience earlier. The key, they enter strategy knowing they will lose 7 out of 10 trades. The expectation is correctly set from the start. And this is what will separate winning from losing traders over the long term, trust me. A profitable day trading strategy has a lot of moving parts, guys. And if this is becoming overwhelming for you and you want to have a chat about how we are able to achieve double-digit returning trades with our double-digit day trading strategy, you can click on the link below and book a call with me or a team member, and we will gladly walk you through it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. And again, don't forget to subscribe because this drives tremendous amounts of traffic, which I haven't seen for a while now. Honestly, guys, if you don't think that this is the content for you, don't subscribe. So stay away from this channel. But if you think that this is contributing to your well-being and to your positive trading behavior, please subscribe and leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.